Welcome to our segment of Reflections on Glass. I'm Sarah Strunk and this is Taylor Hayden. In this section, we'll discuss potential improvements and future applications of glass with Cece Smith and Kevin Travellini. Let's get started. Taylor, we each had Google Glass for 24 hours. What are some potential improvements that you thought of while you were wearing them?
The first potential improvement I found was with accessibility and understanding glass. When first turning on glass, there was a helpful tutorial about how to swipe, click, and navigate the technology. However, we found that the menus and navigation in general were not easy to figure out even after this tutorial. We would want to improve the accessibility of menus to ease browsing and app usage. Also, swiping tends to be very cumbersome when looking through multiple pictures or items at once and leads to other people's suspicions that you are taking photos even if you're not, like this video. We would want to improve the swipe feature and cut down the amount of time that swiping is necessary.
Another issue that I found was that was with the voice command feature. We thought in the future they could definitely make it much more sophisticated rather and give more commands than just the ones that they offer. Also, we found there's some issues with glass recognizing just one voice while you're surrounded with a group of people. This is, you can see in the video that stop recording. Stop recording. Stop recording. In the future, we think that the glass should be much more sensitive to the surroundings and be able to recognize the voice of the user no matter where you might be.
Another potential improvement we found was with using phones as a supplementary tool. Currently, when you're in a loud environment, voice commands don't work very well. Using your phone at these times to type the command would be helpful. Also, pulling up photos, videos, and contacts on your phone would lead to better syncing features. Extending the recording time of videos through your phone instead of swiping and clicking, especially if you were making a video while you're in action, would be helpful. And there are many restrictions with Google+, including your contacts, that we would want to be able to use contacts from your phone instead of through Google+. And you're required to have a Google+ account to use Glass, so we would want to make changes with that.
Another issue we found was with the sheer aesthetics of the glasses. We found that people react generally pretty negatively to it just because they look so futuristic. And so we figured that if this was going to become a really widespread technology, we definitely need to alter the looks of it. Recently, a eyewear powerhouse out of Italy called Lexicota has partnered up with Google, and they're set to release glasses under the brands of Oakley and Ray-Ban by next year. So that will definitely be an interesting thing to look forward to.
I'm Cece Smith here with Kevin Travellini. Kevin, what did you think about your experience with glass?
I think a technology like glass definitely has some use in the future. I really enjoyed my experience with glass as I found it to be less cumbersome than other technologies like your phone or laptop where you're stationary. I think it's a relatively unrefined technology at this point, but I think there are substantial opportunities for improvements in the future. We only used glass for a day, but I think in those 24 hours, I became more comfortable with the technology and was able to navigate glass relatively effectively. I think the social stigma behind glass will dissipate as the price drops and more people are able to access that technology. In our class, we created augmented reality projects with our phones. I think glass could take advantage of this and really create an interactive experience where you're completely submerged in something like a Google map.
I agree, Kevin. Glass can incorporate historical information into a picture like this. For instance, what years the sororities were founded, or what the Greek letters mean. Glass could even have nutritional facts pop up on clips of food, like this bagel and cream cheese. Walking into a dining hall or eatery and knowing how much calories were in each items, and potentially the ingredients and where they came from.
We created a number of augmented reality projects in our class, and I thought they were effective at providing supplemental information. I think augmented reality is an idea that Google has explored, and we have a short video from them to show how it would work.
Yeah. Meet me in front of Strand Books at 2. Oh man, really?
I only think the augmented reality technology will become mainstream if the use of Google Glasses becomes widespread. In this sense, the success of augmented reality will really depend on the success of glass. I find this to be true due to the accessibility of glass when it comes to augmented reality together versus augmented reality in something like a phone or a tablet. Some of the concerns raised with augmented reality have dealt with a detachment from the real world and the destruction of interpersonal relationships. I think glass provides a medium in this sense, as it does not destruct an individual's field of view and can be used sparingly. What do you think, CC?
I definitely felt detached from society when I was using them, Kevin. One of the things I found really annoying while using Google Glass was that the video and picture I took weren't exactly what I was looking at because glass sits above my line of sight. As you can see in this example, this isn't exactly what I'm looking at when I'm taking the picture. I've also been exploring the idea of Google Contacts, which I think would fix this issue pretty well because it moves along with your eyes. What do you think, Kevin?
I think Google Contacts are a really interesting concept, and I'd be interested to see how the Republic responds to them, given the privacy concerns raised from something like Google Glasses. Although they appear to be solely for medical purposes currently, I've seen technology that can incorporate a camera lens into them as well. I think the question will become whether or not people are willing to use a technology that appears to be so invasive and intimate. And it appears that a product like Google Glass will move in that direction in the future. Another interesting and innovative use of Google Glass currently has been in the field of surgery. We have a video from Philips Healthcare showing how technology may help surgeons.
If you have to turn away to look at the monitor, it makes it a little bit more difficult. If someone is that critical that you have to keep on looking, it's nice with one glance you can find that information again.
Philips and Accenture envision this innovation providing many opportunities to support the complex tasks of healthcare professionals, both in the operating room and beyond.
Okay, Glass, record picture in EHR.
That's all we have today. Thanks for stopping by. I'm CC Smith.